Yesterday, members of parliament gathered at Kololo Independence Grounds as they held their first sitting of the 11th parliament. Here, they had to vote for the Speaker of Parliament together with the Deputy Speaker concurrently. Jacob Olanya, the former Deputy Speaker, managed to win the post of Speaker, whereas Anita Among was voted in as the Deputy Speaker, with all of them hailing from the NRM ruling party. After voting, Olanya promised to work together with those he defeated and even promised not to hold a grudge.
On the table and use them as a reference point when expressing sometimes very divergent opinion. We must apply evidence-based process of decision making. 2, reason as a guiding principle. We should agree that we will endeavor to use reason and sound logic in tabling our positions. This will enable us to derive the correct interpretation from agreed facts. Somebody say we should learn to sharpen our arguments rather than our voices.
The sitting involved many activities like voting, among others, with participants in the sitting not allowed to enter with any electronic gadgets, had to be tested of COVID-19, and also were not allowed to enter the premises with cash that is over 500,000. However, some members of parliament showed discomfort with the restrictions, and according to them, the restrictions are a violation of their rights.
Definitely, we had this special force that was trying to deter us from coming with our own money, and that was illegal act which was uncalled for. Unfortunately, personally, I did not have money, but I was denied to access the premises with my phone, which basically had money on it. That's unfortunate, an event.
The depriving us or rather infringing on our rights and freedoms to have gadgets like even telephones. All those telephones have been, which we were supposed to come with, were not supposed to come with it. Those who came with them, they have been confiscated. And that in itself is an infringement on the rights of a member of parliament. This is the first sitting. We use those phones to download soft copies of the constitution.
You know, we under military rule, so if my phone, if my gadget was seen as insecurity to them, what I minded about is the duty I had to perform today. So anything to do with the phone, I can do without the phone actually the whole year, the whole month. So this was the most important. Though my right was violated.
Everything on my gadget, I use my phone to note. So it is too bad that I was not given my right. This is my right. I'm supposed to be having a phone, and this is parliament. This is our house. This is not the state house. This is parliament. This is our house. We can refer on our phones. We can communicate to our people. We can as well campaign on phones. So it is not right that our rights were taken away. This is nowhere in the rules of procedure.
In the same line, some members of parliament complained about President Museveni's presence from the start of the sitting to the end.
President Museveni today has been a scarecrow and is here directly in front of the NRM members of parliament to see who does what, to see who is overexcited when it comes to speaking about the Right Honorable Kadaga. And I have been told that there are quite a number of spies that are trying to spy who is excited when it comes to Honorable Kadaga.
Is that the other vehicle of his, which has CCTV cameras rolling around, are capturing whatever the details you write on that ballot paper. So most people were scared, are working on their, according to their conscience. They have been, that alone has intimidated them to choose a candidate that pleases the head honcho, the president.
Is within the law, so I cannot comment about that, but that cannot stop us from doing the activity, the duty that we were assigned. And that is our responsibility. My responsibility is to elect a speaker of my choice, which I have done. So I don't mind if he's around. I don't mind the reasons for which he's around All I mind about is doing what favors my conscience.
President has not known whom I've voted as someone to call. So I don't see any problem for our chairman to sit. By constitution is allowed. So I don't see any problem in that. And of course, we have voted freely. The voting is free and fair. As you have seen, they call name by name. The winner will take the day.
However, some members of parliament showed dissatisfaction with the change of venue from parliament to Kololo Independence Grounds.
But on the intimidation and the environment you see around, parliament has not been in this kind of form. I want to assure you that the parliament had enough space to host these elections today. But because they wanted us to be in a state whereby we do not have our phones, we cannot communicate, intimidation, and then see that the vote is influenced. But we are very much sure that our people have been represented.
It requires us to go out of parliament to have a meeting of all members of parliament. In parliament it can never be. And why? Because of the big numbers. And we expend quite a lot of money. The tent alone costs about 15 plus million. So whenever we want to meet as a parliament, we have to come to Kololo and meet. There is a lot of expenditure on that. And the only thing we can do is to reduce on the number of members of parliament so that we can utilize that money to deliver services to our people.
This story has been compiled by Isa Chigongo for Channel 44 Prime News.